I am sharing the screen with you all, where we will be continuing with the chapter, that is chapter number 6. Clear, everyone? So is the screen visible to all of you? Everyone, screen is visible or not? 6th A and B, beta ji, screen is visible. All right. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the chapter number 6, that is your editing a worksheet. Clear? What do you mean by editing? Editing basically it includes selection of the data, copying or moving the data from one place to another in the spreadsheet, and also inserting rows and columns in your worksheet or spreadsheet. When you want to insert different columns, when you want to insert different columns in your worksheet, or you want to insert different rows in your worksheet, that is also a part of editing. So editing basically it includes selection of the data, copying or moving of the data, and inserting rows and the columns in your worksheet. Is it clear? So how you can select the cells of your spreadsheet? How you can select cells of your spreadsheet? We have different methods with us. First method we have is when we want to select the continuous range of the cells. Selecting continuous range of cells. Continuous range of cells means you have entered the data in the first column, then you have entered the data in the second column. Now, if you want to select those two columns continuously, that is called as continuous range of cells. Clear? In your previous chapter also, you have studied range of cells. So, continuous range of cells means when you want to select the data in the continuous form. All the columns, all the rows should be selected continuously. So how you can select continuous, how you can select the range of cells in the continuous form? So the first method we have is click in the first cell of the range to be selected. Means the cell, the range that you want to select, you have to click on its first cell. Then press the shift key from the keyboard and click in the last cell. Clear? Click in the first cell of the range to be selected. Hold down the shift key and click in the last cell. With this, your continuous range of the cells will be selected. Second method you have is, what you have to do is place the cell pointer in the first cell of the range to be selected. जौन सा range आपने select करना है, you have to place the cell pointer, mouse pointer को आप उस location पे आप क्या करेंगे, place करेंगे. Then drag the mouse diagonally to select the required cells. Clear? I will be showing you its practical also side by side. This was your selecting continuous range of the cells. Second method you have, second topic you have is how you can select multiple range of cells. Multiple range of cells means you want to select more than one cells but not in the continuous form. आपने cells को select करना है, range of cells को select करना है but not in the continuous form. So how you can select the multiple range of cells? First of all, click on the first range of the cells. जौन सी range आपने first select करनी है उसको click करेंगे. Then what you will do, hold down the control key from the keyboard and then select the next range. It will select the range of cells not in the continuous form. Clear? When you want to select non-continuous range of cells, you have to use the control key from the keyboard. After your selection has been done, you can release the control key from the keyboard. You have to hold the control key, continue holding the control key until you are selecting the range of cells. जब तक आपकी range of cells select नहीं हो रही, तब तक आपने कंट्रोल की को क्या करना है, प्रेस करके रखना है. क्लियर? अगर आपकी जब सेल्स रेंज ऑफ सेल्स सिलेक्ट हो गई हैं, यू हैव टू रिलीज द कंट्रोल की फ्रॉम द कीबोर्ड. Am I clear? 6A and B? Drishti, Devang, is it clear? All right. So next you have is the selecting out of view. When you want to select out of view of the cells, means the cells are not visible on your screen, or you want to select a larger portion from your spreadsheet. At that time we use another feature of MS Excel, and that feature is called as EXT. If the range of the cells to be selected is very large, means you cannot select the range by dragging the mouse pointer, then it becomes difficult to select a very large range of cells which is not visible at that time. So for this purpose, we people make the use of one feature of MS Excel, and that feature is called as EXT, extend indicator. EXT, extend indicator. It is used to select a range that is out of view, means that is not in view, that is you cannot see that range. Clear? To use it, we have to follow some of the steps. So the first step that we have to follow is click in the first cell of the range to be selected. जौन सी रेंज हमने सिलेक्ट करनी है उसके फर्स्ट सेल के ऊपर क्या करेंगे, क्लिक करेंगे. Then what you have to do is press the F8 key. F8 key कौन सी है? Function key. F8 key you have to press from the keyboard, which will show you EXT on your status bar. Which will show you EXT on your status bar. Now what you have to do is, as it shows you the EXT on your status bar, you have to click in the lower left of the range until all the range of the cells are selected. And when your range is selected, you have to turn off the extend function again by pressing the F8 key from the keyboard. First of all, turn on the function key, F8 key, in order to turn on the extend function. When you have finished the selection, after that again you have to turn off by pressing again the F8 key from the keyboard. Clear? 6th AB, clear beta ji? Samriddhi? All right. So, all of you turn on your videos also side by side beta. Next you have is how you can select the rows from your spreadsheet. How you can select rows from your spreadsheet. We have different methods in order to select the rows. First method we have is click on the row heading at the left edge of the worksheet. Row heading, I have already explained it in the tutorial also. Row heading कौन सी होती है जहाँ पे आपके साइड में numbers लिखे होते हैं 1 2 3 4 5. Those are your row headings. You have to click on the row heading. When you will click at that row heading, the particular row it will be selected. This is your first method. Second method you have is when you want to select the row adjacent rows. Adjacent means continuous. When you want to select the adjacent rows, at that time drag the mouse over the row headers. Row headers again I have already explained 1 2 3 4 जहाँ पे row की numbering की होती है. Clear? Third method is if you want to select the non-adjacent rows, means not in the continuous form, then you will hold down the control key from the keyboard and click on each row header. I repeat, when you want to select non-adjacent rows, जब आपने non-adjacent rows select करनी है, at that time, what you will be doing, you will be clicking on the row headers by pressing the control key from the keyboard. Control key को press करके रखना है and again click on the row header that you want to select. These are the three methods that you follow when you want to select the rows from your spreadsheet. Clear? Next topic you have is when you want to select the columns. Again, method is same. When we are selecting row header, we are clicking on the row header. जब हम रो सिलेक्ट कर रहे थे तो हमने किसके ऊपर क्लिक किया था, रो हेडर पे. नाउ व्हेन वी आर सिलेक्टिंग कॉलम, वी विल बी यूजिंग द कॉलम हेडर्स, ए बी सी डी, जो लेबलिंग ऊपर की होती है कॉलम्स की. क्लियर? वी विल बी क्लिकिंग ऑन दैट कॉलम हेडर. So first method, click the column header letter, that is A, B, C, D, जौन सी भी column आपने select करना है, and then your particular row, it will be particular column will be selected. Clear? Second method you have is when you want to select the column, adjacent columns means continuous columns, then you will drag the mouse over the column headers. Column headers के ऊपर अपने mouse को क्या करते जाएंगे आप, mouse को drag करते जाएंगे. Again third method, that is if you want to select non-adjacent column, not in the continuous form, press the control key from the keyboard and then click on the each column header. Clear? These are the three methods that you will use when you want to select the columns. Clear? Now I am showing you the practical of it, which we have already discussed in the tutorial. So I am sharing the screen with you all. Just a second. Here the Excel screen. The Excel screen is there. Can you see Excel screen? On the screen, can you see everyone? Excel spreadsheet. All right. So here, first of all, we will be discussing how we will be selecting continuous range of cells. Continuous range of cells, this is the first range. This is the first range. Now, first method is I have selected the first range. Hold down the shift key from the keyboard and click on the, drag the mouse over the next range of cells. Clear? This is the first method to select the continuous range of cells. Clear? Second method you have is that when you want to select the continuous range of cells, second method is you can drag the mouse like this. Clear? Drag the mouse when you want to select the range of cells, continuous range of cells. Is it clear? First method, first and second method, everyone. 6th A and B, beta. Is it clear? All right. Second topic we have discussed, that is multiple range of cells. Means we want to select the cells, range of cells not in the continuous form. So for that purpose, select the first range of cells. I have selected the first range of cells. Now hold down the control key from the keyboard. You can see I have selected 4 range of cells. That is roll number, English, social and percentage. Now when your selection is done, you can release the control key from the keyboard. Keyboard से control key को release कर देंगे और आपकी जो range of cells है that are already shown, वो already selected है. Clear? Every one of you? Clear beta ji? All right. So next you have is how you can select out of view of the cells. Now in order to select out of view, I have already told that you need to use the extend function. So how you can use the extend function? Press F8 key from the keyboard. I am pressing F8 key from the keyboard. You can see on the status bar, there is extend selection shown. Can you see? The extend function, extend selection has been shown. Yes or no? Can you see everyone over here at the status bar? All right. So now, how you can use this extend function? In order to use the extend function, click on the cell. Like I have selected the cell was selected over here. The cell was selected. Now, whichever range you want to select, click on its last column, last cell. Clear? Now if I'm clicking over here, my range will be selected from here, from the first cell जो मैंने select किया था to the last cell which I had clicked. Clear? So this is the extend function which you can use. Clear? Now when when your selection has been done, again you will be pressing F8 key from the keyboard, and you can see the extend function. The extend function it has been removed from the status bar also. Clear? Extend function has also been removed from the status bar also. Now there are also some of the concepts that are given in your fact box also. You have to revise those concepts side by side also. Clear? Now next topic that we have discussed, how you can select the entire rows. In order to select the entire rows, we have discussed three methods with us. The three methods that we have discussed was, first of all, you will be, in order to select the rows, we are discussing how you can select the rows. The first method is click on the row header. See, मैंने second row header पे click किया, the entire row has been selected. If I click on the fourth row header जो है वो क्या हो जाएगी, select हो जाएगी. Clear? Now, if I want to select continuous rows, if I want to select continuous row, तो मैं क्या करूंगी, row header पे अपने mouse को drag करूंगी. Clear? So you can see if I am dragging, मेरी continuous range of rows जो है वो क्या हो रही है, select हो रही है. Clear? Next you have is how you can select non-adjacent rows. In order to select non-adjacent rows, ये मैंने first row select की. Press the control key from the keyboard. You can see ये three rows जो हैं that are selected from the keyboard. Clear? These three rows, they have been non-adjacent rows. They have been selected from the keyboard. In the same way, when you want to select the columns, you will click on the column headers. A, B, C, these are the column headers. First column I had selected. Click on the column header, that particular column, it will be selected. Then if I want to select the next, you can click on the column headers. They will be selected one by one. Clear? Now if you want to select the continuous columns, then what you will do, drag the mouse over the column headers. Drag the mouse over the column headers. Your columns will be selected. Can you see everyone? Can you see everyone? All right. So if you want to select non-adjacent columns करने हैं तो click on the column header, press the control key, your columns will be selected. Non-adjacent columns will be selected. Clear? One thing you have to keep in mind, when you want to select the adjacent columns or adjacent rows, at that time you have to use the shift key. When you want to select the non-adjacent columns or non-adjacent rows, at that time your control key is to be used. Am I clear? Your control key is to be used when you want to select non-adjacent columns or rows. हमने ये when you were in the 5th standard also, we had discussed how you can select adjacent files and non-adjacent files. किया था उस time पे भी. So in the same thing that is over here, to select adjacent columns or rows, use shift key. To select non-adjacent rows or columns, you will press the control key from the keyboard. Next thing, when you want to select the active row, like here I am at this column, my active cell is over here, that is D4. D4 मेरा active cell है. So if I want to select my active row, so what I will press, I will use the shift plus space bar key from the keyboard. I will use shift plus space bar key from the keyboard. You can see my active row was selected. Clear everyone? Everyone is clear? Like मेरा ये active cell ये वाला था, 48 was my active cell, that was D4. If I use shift plus space bar key, तो मेरी active row select होगी. If I use shift control plus space bar key, if I use control plus space bar की तो मेरी active column select होगा. Am I clear everyone? And if you want to select the whole worksheet, अगर आपने सारी worksheet select करनी है तो what you will do? You will press control plus A key from the keyboard. Control plus A key from the keyboard, your whole of the worksheet it will be selected. Am I clear? Every one of you, am I clear? All right, the next is that we have discussed, just a second. So these are the concepts that you have to practice with the help of the Excel spreadsheet. Clear everyone? Everyone is clear, beta ji? All right.